Hello and welcome to the Recovery Oracle. My name is Veda and I am pleased to have you in this space with me. If you are in recovery, considering recovery, or have a loved one who is in recovery, know that you are safe here. There is a message here for you, and I am very honored to have you here with me. So thank you so much for being here. I have Wisdom of the Oracle to get us started and see what wants to come through the cards. And we'll see what's going on. So thank you so much for being here. I know my name may be a little misleading because my hopes are to help you overcome addiction in this lifetime, to connect you to your divinity, to your soul's path, to your divine inherent purpose and reason for your soul coming to this earth to begin with. So let's get going and see how we can connect you closer to your soul and to your goals with this reading. Angels and guides, for the highest and greatest good of this recovery collective, what do we need to know right now? Thank you. Themes for the reading. There we go. Clean it up. We've got clean it up coming out. So this is about like energetic cleaning, decluttering our minds, decluttering our homes. We'll see what they want to say about clean it up. It's a number 21, 2, 1, or 3 could be significant numbers. We have yang energy. So this is all about our actions, taking action. This is that divine masculine energy. Setting boundaries, taking actions, our security, our provider side of us. So taking inspired action on what excites and ignites you. And let's see, that one wanted to come out. Never ending story. We have a never ending story, which is actually an ending story. It's a number 10. So we'll see what angels and guides want you to know about clean it up, yang, and never ending story. On the bottom of the deck, we have breathe. With all of this yang energy, maybe you are feeling a spark of energy. Maybe you are feeling motivated to make changes, to make big moves in your life, to start projects, to clean it up, to organize your home, to organize your thoughts, organize your life, to make moves. This is your guides and angels reminding you to breathe, to center your energy, and stay focused and calm, and be mindful of where you are putting your energy. This is very much about energetics and where you're focusing your energy. So let's go to the book. I like to go to the book for Never Ending Story because this one is actually the story ending. This is so the essential meanings, it says self-criticism, the wounded ego, unnecessary dramas, and the oracle message here is that there is a story woven through the imperfect fabric of life that tells of hurt and loss, rejection and humiliation, self-loathing and arrogance, and all manner of suffering born of unnecessary dramas. It is the old story whose refrain says that you cannot do this, must not go there, should not say that, lest your world come crumbling down. Today, know that none of this is actually true. The sky is not falling. The voice you hear is just a small, scared, conditioned part of you that got stuck in a lie, wants to protect you, and needs to be seen as a victim. Love that lost piece of you. Fear is all it knows. Distorted guidance is preventing you from being true to yourself. You are not your story, and the narrator is simply the voice of your fearful part, small and vulnerable and easily soothed. So I have had 2 conversations with people very close to me today about them kind of giving their power away, feeling as if things are happening to them when something goes wrong, and taking it very personally and giving a lot of power to one situation instead of looking at the grand picture of all the wonderful things they're doing, all the leaps and strides they've made, all the changes they've made, all the things they've let go, all of their amazing attributes. They're letting one thing really get to their head, and realize that this is a part of your mind that is still in. If this is you or this is somebody you know, there may be a part of you that is still in that survival mode, that is just trying to protect you. And realize when we are in addiction, we are in that, we're in survival mode. We're in that primitive brain, and we are really, and our guard's up. Of course, our guard is up because we're doing dangerous things. We're in dangerous situations with dangerous people. And so coming out of that fear-based thinking, and realizing that where your energy is going with this Yang card here, this is all about your energy, and where you're giving your power away to circumstances, people, or things. So this, I know exactly why these cards are coming out. This could be because this is something that I literally was kind of trying to coach a couple people through today and help them understand. So you may be going through something similar, or know somebody who is. With Yang, we have the masculine principle of movement and creativity, the power to make things happen and taking action. So Yang represents the power of action, the energies that propel the world forward, and manifesting thought and desire into concrete form. Now is the perfect time to act, for you can easily build momentum and make headway. What you want will come to fruition. Excuse me. What you want will come to fruition if you proceed confidently. This card signifies new life and is a sure sign that obstacles have been overcome. There is no reason to hesitate. You are the shaper of your destiny now. So taking back your power, realizing you're in control, and taking back your power, everybody thinks of it as like taking back my power. Really, what taking back your power is getting out of your head and dropping down into your heart space. Trusting yourself. I know that's something I've been working on. I haven't always been the most trustworthy person. So learning to trust my intuition, trust my inner knowing, trust myself to make choices in my life, and know that they are for my highest and greatest good, and that I'm being divinely guided. This is all, this is a green light. Green light means go. You are being divinely supported in whatever you're working towards right now. So get the fear-based thinking, those thoughts but send it off with love. Realize those are just, our old, scared, forgotten parts of self. They're just trying to keep us safe. So it's like that inner child work. They need love. They need attention, and they need to be let go with love. Just say, you did your part when I needed to be protected and I needed to have my guard up, and now I'm living in a place where I'm divinely supported and taking actions, and I'm not going to let fear get in my way. And then we have clean it up. So this is getting to the core of a situation. Freedom from a burden, cleaning house, and sweeping away what is no longer needed. And the Oracle's message says, do you ever feel so bogged down with emotional gunk that you can't think straight? Could you be surrounded by physical clutter in your home also, or too much work, overwhelmed? It's time to clean house. Every item out of place natters away at you. Every unresolved resentment, every comparison to others that leads to a sense of lack takes up energetic space. Every unpaid bill just adds up to an unnecessary feeling of being overwhelmed. Now is the time to free yourself by energetically cleaning house. Just do it. Make room for the miracles that are lining up for you. So energetically cleaning house, getting those fears out of the way, taking your inspired actions, and staying in that high vibration so your miracles can find you. So I love the start to this reading. I definitely think that it coincides kind of with the energies in the air right now. There's a lot that we are alchemizing and processing and changing on an energetic level. And that's in the stars, that's in everybody's zodiacs, that's just in the air and in the ether right now. There is a lot of alchemization and energetic recalibration happening, ascension symptoms. Everybody's leveling up, And as we level up, and those old parts of us crumble and fall, they try just, one last time to hang on by a thread and hang on and grab anything they can in the walls of our mind, to not fall away. So it's up to us to be discerning during those times and drop down into our heart space and check the facts, right? While it is about dropping into your heart and getting into your emotional state and your intuition and your inner knowing, there is that logical side of check the facts. Look at how far you've come. Count your blessings. Look at what you're doing. Look at the trajectory of your life and how you've changed just in the last 6 months. I could bet you 90% of whoever's watching this, you're almost an entirely new person compared to the person you were a year ago. So really honor that. Give yourself, throw yourself a party, give yourself the credit for how far you've come, how much you've overcome, how much has changed, because it's been a lot and you deserve the credit. So if any of those thoughts come up, don't be too hard on yourself. Don't think that you're backtracking. You're not going back. You're not going to relapse. You're not going to, go back to the old way. That person doesn't exist anymore. These are just small little energetic threads, little parasitic threads that are trying to hang on and have one last thing, because they are scared, because they know that the new you that's emerging is much more powerful and discerning and strong and trustworthy and wise and aligned and all of these beautiful, beautiful high vibrational energies. And so the lower ones are scared. And we just shine light on it, shine love on it, and milk those moments where you should be so, so, so very proud of yourself. Milk that for all it's worth right now. I don't know who needed to hear that. Let's see what Ascended Masters and Angels are here with us tonight. Feeling called to the Ascended Masters and the Angels. This is a mega deck I put together. 2 of Kyle Gray's decks. One is the 22 Archangels and one is the 44 Divine Masters. So there's deities and conscious and cosmic and galactic beings and angels and former earthly incarnated individuals in here. So we'll see who's working with us through this energy. Angels and guides, I'd like just a maximum of 3 to 4 of you who are working with us right now through this. What do we need to know? Who's here? We've got Baba G with spiritual awakening, big energy, Mahavatar, excuse me, Mahavatar Babaji with spiritual awakening, interconnectedness, and understanding the inner workings. He is an ascended master from India. They say that he is still here on this earth. He promised that he would stick around for like 2,000 years. And he is beyond, while he's still here energetically, people do go in search of Babaji, and they have found him deep in the Himalayan mountains. There are yogis that can attest that they have met with Babaji. He supposedly lives with his sister. When Paramahansa Yogananda wrote the book Autobiography of a Yogi, at that time, I think it was that book was written in the 1960s or 1950s, and Babaji and his sister lived in the Himalayas under a giant stone at the time. So he is still here with us on Earth. I think it was like he said he would stay around for another 500 years. He had been here for 2,000. He promised another 500. Anyways, he's a beautiful, beautiful Ascended Master to have here. This is telling me that you are ascending, that we are ascending in consciousness. This is telling me that you are understanding the interconnectedness of things, and you're seeing the patterns and how things work. It's absolutely an honor to have the presence of Babaji here with us right now. One of my very, very, very favorite Ascended Masters. So beautiful. Okay. I encourage you, if you haven't heard of him, to look him up. It's remarkable, the miracles of him and who he is. Thank you, Babaji, for being here. So spiritual awakening, that's what's happening. That's why we're cleaning up our energy. That's why we're minding our energy, and we're letting go of that fear-based thinking. Okay, angels and guides, who else is here with us? Or has a message? Raguel, waves of healing. So be open and vulnerable, as this will initiate healing and harmonious resolution. So this is Archangel Raguel. He is an angel of healing. He is a very high vibrational archangel. And healing, again, as in waves, right? Healing comes in waves. It's a spiral. It's not linear. It's not a straight line. So we're spiraling up, and sometimes, you know, we go up and down, but we're constantly seeing things from a higher vantage point than we did before. Okay, and angels and guides, anybody else that's here with us? Ooh. Ishtar, the inner learnings. Follow your heart, truth prevails. Some of you may have some ancient Egyptian or Atlantean previous incarnations. Your soul may have connections to ancient Egypt or Atlantis, and this is goddess Ishtar, and Ishtar means the precious. So follow your heart, the truth prevails. So she's here with us as well. Awesome. So we're really talking about, yes, dropping into your heart, this healing and the interconnectedness of everything. It's awesome. Okay, anybody else? Take one more, if there is one more, just to get through the deck. Okay. On the bottom, oh wow, we are dealing with some ancient Egyptian Atlantean energy, because we have Horus with the manifestation vortex. And this has been coming out, a manifestation vortex from somebody has been coming out every reading, which just tells me that we're always in a manifestation vortex. What we are thinking, what we are saying, the inspired action we are taking, we are co-creating our own reality at all times, whether we are aware of it or not. So belief makes it manifest. Thoughts attract and create. So Horus. Wow, so big Egyptian Atlantean energy here, and that keeps coming out. And we have an archangel and an ascended master from India. So Babaji, I really like them being here with us, and I'm going to like to put them where you guys can see them down here, maybe. Yeah, there. You can kind of see that. Yeah, I do my best, guys. This is the best we can do here. Okay. All right, let's get into some tarot and see what we need to know. I'm going to actually use the tarot to clarify these cards. So my dog is scratching his ear. Hi, baby. What are you doing? Do you want to come say hi? Come here. Come here. See if I can get my dog on camera. I keep telling you guys I have a 200-pound English Mastiff, but he stays right out of the... Hey, come here. What's this? This? There we go. There's his face. This is Moose. Love of my life. Good boy. I'm sorry I tricked you. Okay. He is my divine canine. I call him Angel Butt, Angel Face, Light of my life. He's got all kinds of nicknames. Baby Bop, the fun don't stop. Okay, angels and guides, can you tell us, please, why Yang is here? What do we need to know about Yang, please, with the tarot? Thank you. The Wheel of Fortune is turning. Okay, taking that inspired action, because the Wheel of Fortune is turning is something. Fate has something coming to you, and what you're creating your fortune with the actions that you're taking right now. You are manifesting something. Let's see what else with the wheel and the Hermit. The Hermit came out in reverse, so maybe somebody's coming out of Hermit. Maybe you have been isolated for a while and getting to know, doing the healing and doing the inner work, and you are coming out of the desert and back into society, into the view of the public, to share your wisdom. So the Hermit goes by himself to learn, and then comes and acts as a light to guide others through the darkness that he's been through and experienced. So kind of what we do in recovery, right? We learn, we get through it, we overcome it, and then we guide others through the darkness that we've been through. And that's kind of the student becomes the teacher, is the story of the Hermit. Okay, and what else with the Wheel and the Hermit? The Seven of Emotions, options. So you have some options. At the 7, this is complex emotions. Things are changing for you emotionally. This is a card of options, but all isn't what it seems to be. So it looks like they're all goldfish here, but you know, one of them has a shark's fin, one of them's got a little bandana. She's trying to choose the right goldfish, and shining light on all those options and choosing the best one from her heart space. So there could be some complex choices, some different directions that you have to take right now, as far as the choices you make, the relationships that you're in. But it's like coming out of that hermit mode. When you come out of that hermit mode, it's like you've got a lot of options, a lot of directions to go, and choosing the right one. And that's with the Yang card. So taking that inspired action, to focusing your action and your energy on the right thing. I'm getting to the right thing, the right person, the right goals, the aligned. When I say right, I mean aligned. What excites and ignites you, that's where your soul wants to go. What else, angels and guides? Wow, okay. They're throwing them out quick. And we've got the 7 of materials. So at the 7, things are complex. At the 7, there's mystery, there's complex, but we have the 7 of emotions and the 7 of materials. And at the 7 of materials, you are reflecting on how far you've come. So you're making decisions, you're making wise decisions on where you're putting your love, your energy, your time. And at the 7 of materials, it's a time of patience while your seeds are growing. It's a time of patience, it's a time of reflection, it's a time of deeper understanding. And it's admiring your work and admiring how far you've come. So I really like that coming out. And wow, I just noticed the way that those lines all line up, like that shine coming down, it's coming down onto the road that she's walking on. That's kind of a really cool thing, how those line up like that. Roses may be significant for somebody. Goldfish may be significant. So really like looking within your heart space, being mindful of your energy, your emotions, and reflecting on how far you've come. Okay, and then why, I'm trying to move these down here, maybe you can see them a little bit. Okay, angels and guides, why do we have clean it up here? Can we clarify clean it up? What's coming when we clean it up? That's a better question. What's on the other side of cleaning it up? What is on the other side of clean it up? Muse of inspiration. So this is leadership, this is visibility, this is a mastering energetics. This is the fire suit. He is the at the muse, he's the highest level of he's mastered energetics, and mastered, this is like master manifester action. So understanding the way things, you're mastering your energy by cleaning up your energetic space and cleaning it up and realizing where you might be wasting it, where it might be leaking out. On the other side of cleaning it up, you're mastering it. So it would be maybe wise to maybe reflect and see, right? At the 7 we have reflection, and at the 7 it's reflecting on our emotions, reflecting on our physical world, and seeing maybe where we're leaking that energy. Because if you can figure out how to spend your energy, this yang, in the right way, in the right form, put it towards the right things, you're a master manifester. That's the story there. What else with the Muse of Inspiration, please? Master manifester. That's also my card for spiritual leadership, because it is, fire is a spirit suit, and Muse is the highest you can go. So it's like some of you could be doing something where you're teaching or leading or guiding others, and you're in the spotlight. It's very Leo energy. It's very being seen and visible. Leo leadership. So it's leadership on top of leadership, visibility, control, and just, yeah, energetic mindfulness. Anything else with the Muse of Inspiration? Let me know if any of this is resonating for you, please. Tell me down in the comment box what this means to you. And the moon. So we have the moon. So the moon can be the darkness, what we don't see. The moon also talks about deep emotions. This is shadow work, but this is your intuition and your intellect. And the Muse of Inspiration, mastering energy with the moon coming out here. This is almost kind of a psychic thing, right? You're allowing yourself to go deeper into some sort of psychic ability, spiritual power, by cleaning up this energy. Like a divine gift of psychism or sight, or clairvoyance, clairsentience, claircognizance, clairaudience, all of the clairs, some sort of healing modality. The moon is very healing. The moon is very divine feminine too. So it's interesting that it's like a balance of this is masculine on masculine, fire on fire, and then the moon coming out is like deep emotional water energy, Cancer energy. So those two coming out together is like clean it up to create a balance between your divine feminine and your divine masculine, that yin and yang, balancing things out. That's what I'm picking up from that. Okay. Anything else, angels and guides, with the Muse of Inspiration and the moon here? Clean it up. Anything else? Wow, that was a lot of cards. Yeah. Ace of Inspiration, yeah. So you'll have more energy. You'll have divinely this, and the Ace of Inspiration. This is like a divine gift, a spiritual gift. This is like aces are all like divinely given, new, something from the divine handed down to you, new. And the inspiration is the suit of fire, is the suit of spirit. It's like a new spiritual ability. So yeah, with the moon and the psychism and the Muse of Inspiration, where he's mastered energy, it's like somebody cleaning up this energetic space. Maybe it is your physical space. Maybe there's like too much clutter, and it's creating clutter in your mind. As I look around and I've got shit everywhere, I might be a little more in tune and in psychic. The angels and guides might be able to get through to me a little bit easier and a little bit more clearly if I cleaned up my own energetic and physical space. So on the other side of this, clean it up, you have some new abilities, some new some new or heightened, enhanced things coming through. And that makes sense with this ascension happening. You're having the spiritual awakening. You've got Ishtar and Horus manifestation vortex here. So you have these like ancient, it's like you've got ancient Atlantean or Egyptian powers, things that you once did, things that you were in other lives, like powers coming back to you that might be energetically blocked at this time. Wow. Awesome. Awesome. So clean it up. So let's make that, I'm going to make that a goal myself this weekend to spend some time cleaning up my space. And I do that ritualistically. I like to really think about it when I'm cleaning, that I am making a clear path for angels and guides to get through, that I am making a clear channel. And by cleaning my house and cleaning my surroundings, it's ritualistic and representative and reflective of cleaning the energy within my mind and my own energetic space. Okay, angels and guides wise, never ending story here. What do we need to know about never ending story? I would love to see completion. Night of inspiration. So this is acting on your, the night of inspiration is yang energy all the way. This is the Knight of Wands, and he is moving forward, taking action. This is the action card of action. So he's moving forward on his passions. He's moving forward when he has energy through chasing what excites and ignites him. Nothing's holding him back. So this never-ending story is clarified by the Night of Inspiration. Horses, fireworks could be important to somebody, but this never-ending story is kind of acting as an energetic block too. We want this knight to be able to move on his passions, what excites and ignites him, and not let fear or ego or energetic vampires or parasites of any kind get in the way of that. Our thoughts, our racing thoughts, dropping down into the heart space and chasing what brings you joy. That's exactly that. What else, angels and guides with the night? Queen of Materials. This is about grounded self-care, taking care of yourself, loving and nurturing your surroundings, your home. Very much grounded earth energy. This is, excuse me, sorry. This is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, earth sign energy, but this is all about taking care of what you need to take care of for you, nurturing yourself and practicing that self-care, and staying grounded in that and creative. So not letting stories, egos, anything get in the way of you taking care of you. Put your own oxygen mask on first. You're laying on this paper and it's making a lot of noise. Oh, it's stuck to your face. That's nice. He has very long jowls, and he'll lay on something and it'll get stuck to him. It's just laying on my notebook on the floor there. Okay. Angels and Guides, Night of Inspiration and Queen of Materials. I love this. Taking inspired action while staying grounded, practicing that self-nurturing care. What else here? The Muse of Voices, mastering the mind. Okay, so this is mastery of the mind. So you're taking inspired action, staying grounded, practicing self-care, and mastering the mind. The never-ending story is not a story that belongs to you anymore, and it has no room here. This is clarity. This is clear thought, clear sight. Again, he's mastered the mind. This is psychic. The psychic inner knowing, intuition. Very, very, very. This is self-trust and trusting that you can make choices and directions for yourself. This is absolutely mastering the mental plane and the mental state. The queen is nurturing her physical state. The knight is moving on his passions, and mindful of his energy, focusing his energy in the right direction. And the muse has clarity about that direction, where they're going, leading, taking control. Okay, wow, really like that. Is there anything else, angels and guides, that we need to know about this spread? Yeah, stay out of. So this is Eight of Voices. It's like a self-imposed mental prison. So maybe this is all about overthinking, thinking you're stuck and there's no way out. When there very much is. If you get out of your head and drop into your heart, a solution will come to you. Let your highest eternal soul self speak. Your higher power, your guides, your angels. The only way we can hear them is by dropping down into our heart space. And sometimes it's not hearing, it's feeling. It's feeling our deep, deep, deep inner knowing and chasing our joy. Don't listen to those little voices, those little parasitic old energies trying to hang on in our head. This is all about overthinking and temperance. So this is balancing out all of that. This is just it's a balance of the emotions, of the mind, of the heart, and cooking it to just right. This is also representative of Archangel Chamuel, and he is pouring the cups in the traditional tarot. He's pouring one cup into another, and he's balancing it until it's just right. And so this is a card of patience and being patient with yourself and nurturing and understanding and allowing things to unfold, surrendering to the divine process, minding your energy, taking action where you can, and surrendering to the rest. So I really, really, really like the Temperance card coming out. And on the bottom we have the Three of Voices. So this is this card shows it as heartbreak. You've been through a lot. This is a card about heart healing, about healing the heart space. And by doing this, we take our power back by listening to our heart and trusting our heart again, and nourishing all those parts of ourselves, shining light in the holes that the knives have, poked in our heart and our soul. The knives being other people's words and actions and thoughts and behaviors. So you may have been hurt by people in the past. It may have been self-imposed hurts. I mean, we were addicts and alcoholics, and of course we damaged ourselves and made poor decisions. So this could be self-imposed hurts. It's often other people. So this is healing that heart space. This is heart space healing, and this is what this temperance is bringing. This is what you listening to your heart, trusting yourself to make choices, to make the right decisions. This is that self-care, taking action when you have the energy to do so, when it's inspired, when it's focused, when it is headed towards what nurtures your heart and soul, focusing your energy there, and being mindful of that. So I really love that coming out kind of as a clarity of this is what we're moving beyond. We are healing that heart space. That's absolutely lovely. And now I know why. So there's this meditation for women who do too much is the title of the book. Got it out of the free library because basically it's a book of meditations every day, and a lot of them happen to coincide with addiction and recovery, and that kind of surprised me in the best way. So I'm going to read this because I knew there was a reason for it. And I actually had it at the beginning of I tried to start this episode one time before and my computer wouldn't let me. So I think the divine wanted me to do this reading and understand now why I'm reading this all to you instead of just opening it up with it. Okay. So this was for September 25th, and it says the title is Confused Thinking. And the quote says, every time you don't follow your inner guidance, you feel a loss of energy, loss of power, a sense of spiritual deadness. That quote is by Shakti Gawain. And this says, sometimes we just think too much. We have a problem to solve, and we believe that if we can just figure it out, we will be all right. The more we figure, the more confused we become until we have ourselves in a complete muddle. That's this energy right here. Then we use this occasion to beat ourselves up for being so dumb and stupid that we can't figure out the solution, and the downward spiral continues. We are in our disease of addiction. We are operating out of the addictive process. We indeed, excuse me, sorry about that. We are indeed experiencing a loss of energy, a loss of power, a sense of spiritual deadness. We are operating out of the addictive process. And then at the bottom it says, stop. It's time to wait with our inner guidance. It's always there. We have just covered it over with a compacted concentration of mental masturbation. Right? It almost hurts. It's so accurate. We get in this spiral of overthinking, and then thinking about the overthinking and thinking, and even thinking that our minds can possibly have have the solution to something that is so much bigger than we are. Everything is so much more largely spiritual and divinely orchestrated, and we sometimes can't comprehend all the hands and the interwoven connections and pieces of things that are going into it for our highest and greatest good always. So when things don't work out, we question ourselves and wonder why, and it doesn't have anything to do with you, honey. It's the you're being protected somehow. There's something better for you. It wasn't meant to be. It's not yours. There's something better. God always wants our highest and greatest good. So if something is denied us, we're not meant to then give away all of our energy trying to figure it out and fix it and fuck around like that's just draining us. We're meant to just drop into our heart, surrender, and wait. Come from the heart space for your next step. Don't come from your head with it, because our head is this ego that's oh man, and I've got so much pain in my third eye right now. Our minds are just trying to keep us safe. Our egos are trying to keep us safe, and it's learned behavior from what we learned growing up, how we learn to protect ourselves in addiction in our younger years, by societal standards, by the standards of other people that were hurt and harmed, and then in a position of authority that we took their word because it's what we learned and what we knew. We've got to get away from our head space and down into our heart. That's where the connection is. That's where we all have the temple. We are all a temple of God. We all have God's source consciousness running through us, and we are all made of the stuff of stars. We are all made of God. And we have this knowledge and this wisdom inside of us. We have a connection to it at all times, but it can only be accessed through our heart, not our mind. So really, really, really making enough peace and enough space to allow that flow to come through, that divine flow of wisdom, of knowing, of peace and surrender. And we also have to ask, because of our own free will. If you want help from the divine, you have to ask. And they will be here to help you. Call upon your angels, call upon your guides. Don't think, God is so big and so grand. God knows what I need and knows what I want. And, I can think I don't need to say it out loud. No, you do, because you have to make that declaration, because we have our own free will. And by divine law, they can intervene unless we ask, unless we call upon them. So I'm going to leave that there. Moonology animals. Moonology. Okay. One Moonology card to wrap it up. I hadn't even gotten these out. We'll wrap it up with one Moonology card. I looked up 4:44 on the timer. Okay. Or 44:44. That 444 is a divine protection number of Archangel Michael. We are also 444 light years away from the Pleiades. Those are our star ancestors that help us with our ascension, understanding who we inherently are here on Earth. You can call upon the Pleiadians, you can call upon the angels, you can call upon your ancestors, any higher dimensional beings of light. There are so many. We all have an army behind us of people that want, or people, beings of light, and that love us unconditionally and are for our highest and greatest good and want to help us and assist us. Moonology, one card to wrap it up. What's the message? North Node, step out of your comfort zone. North Node, step out of your comfort zone. Do the thing that doesn't seem that you don't think you can do. And the answers you need are coming. It's on the bottom. This is in Gemini. Full moon in Gemini. You might be a Gemini. And Gemini is all about sharing information. The answers you need are coming. There could be a message, a phone call, an email to expect. I'm going to read about the North Node. North Node is in Pisces right now. Why? Come on. Where is the... It's not a new moon. It's not a full moon. Special moon. I don't even know. I apologize. Excuse me, guys. 116. There we go. Way there at the end. That's why I couldn't find it. Okay. Step out of your comfort zone. So the message says, there's a strong feeling when you get this card that it's time to leave the past behind somehow because you are headed in the right direction. If you want to be happy and fulfilled, you need to get going towards doing the thing that scares you within reason. This card is all about living your life purpose, which is possibly what you've asked about. It's urging you to dare to do something different with your life and your direction, to take action. So are you willing to follow through and lead the life you incarnated to live? If you finally found the courage to make the leap, there's a good chance you'll come to ask yourself, why did I wait so long? Attune to the moon by saying, I know I'm headed in the right direction. Additional meanings for this card. You're heading for something which feels like destiny. You need to face a fear and get over it. Time to stop obsessing about someone or something. Stand on your own 2 feet and you've got this. The teaching says the North Node is where the moon crosses the ecliptic going north. And right now it's in Pisces. So flow, surrender, deep emotions. Pisces is very, very, very spiritual energy. Deep spiritual teachings, deep emotions, but flowing and surrendering to the divine plan is all Pisces North Node energy. It says it's a karmic point, and on the horoscope chart shows us what we need to do and where we need to go with our life to find satisfaction, fulfillment, and happiness. This psychic knowing, cleaning up our energy. You've got psychic things. It's very Pisces North Node energy. The North Node is the karmic astrological point that reminds us, to paraphrase Andre Gide, that in order to discover new oceans, we have to be prepared to lose sight of the shore. I'm going to leave you here with this. That pretty much summed up everything we talked about absolutely perfectly and completely, as they always do. Thank you, angels and guides, for being here with us, for bringing all this through. Thank you, Baba G, Ishtar, Archangel Raguel, and Horus, God of Thunder, I want to say, Egyptian God of Thunder. I really appreciate you all being here. Ishtar is the goddess of love and war, and her name means the precious. Okay, thank you so much for being here. If you would like your own personal reading, custom-made meditation, or a subliminal to get you through some mind space jam ups, those links can be found in my Buy Me a Coffee. The link is in the description box and on my channel homepage. I also do custom personal training so that we can get your physical vessel as a beautiful reflection of all the inner work you've been doing, and create the strength and power and vitality to use that yang energy and take the inspired action towards those goals that you are trying to manifest into your physical reality. Maybe some of them do have to do with your personal physical fitness. If so, you can find the services in the Buy Me a Coffee link. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your time. Thank you for spending an hour of your time with me. I'm so honored and so privileged to see people taking the time to watch these videos and spend their time listening to me tell them how to find their way home to themselves, take their power back, and understand that we are all one. We are all the I am that God is, interconnected, interwoven, soul family, and all powerful, all knowing, infinite potential, unlimited, multidimensional, infinite beings created of God's source consciousness. You are powerful. You are divinely loved more than you know, and we can get through this together and overcome addiction, overcome lack mindset, overcome any fears or limitations once and for all in this lifetime. And I fully and completely and deeply expect that of myself and believe in that for us as a collective. So let's do it together. Thank you so much for being here. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.